Cześć, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie i pozdrawiam, a spotykamy się w grze Dziedzictwo Hogwartu, a w tym odcinku spotkamy się z Poppy w zakazanym lesie. Mam takie nieodparte wrażenie, że będziemy walczyć z kłusownikami na stwory, więc już się tam przenosimy i bez zbędnego gadania zaczynamy naszą przygodę z Poppy. Gdzie ona tu jest? Stąd by było najbliżej generalnie, więc stąd sobie wyruszymy. Miotełka i lecimy. Okej, już czeka Poppy na nas. Świetnie.
They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
O kurczę, coś się dzieje. Czy oni przed czymś uciekają? Nie, oni chcą nas otoczyć.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Nerwowy typ.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Brzmi ciekawie.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Nie, no nie był irytujący zdecydowanie. Widać, że chciał nam pomóc.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
I co, my tu teraz pozostaniemy, znowu trzeba czekać, aż Poppy da nam znać? Trochę słabo z tymi zadaniami, powiem wam, pobocznymi, bo czego się nie podejmiemy, to musimy zawsze czekać, ale może byśmy wtedy udali się w końcu po ten zakup ulepszenia do miotły. Zdecydowanie, więc sobie wejdziemy na mapę. Hogsmeade. Nie jak żeby inaczej. A tysiaka to ulepszenie kosztowało. Ciekawe, czy będziemy mogli wtedy fruwać szybciej?
Hogsmeade. Come.
Tak, zbliżamy się.
Revelio.
Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today?
Aj, i nie ma kasiury. Spróbujemy posprzedawać sobie rzeczy. I voilà, i mamy tysiaczka. Może niekoniecznie chciałem wychodzić jeszcze raz. To mój pośpiech.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see... I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
No postaramy się
Sounds as
pomóc.
if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Spoko, z pewnością wrócimy, kiedy nam się to uda. My wyjdziemy sobie tylko z pana sklepu, poszukamy czegoś pobocznego. No. Porozmawiamy, pamiętacie, nie? Ona ma tam ciężką sytuację z matką.
Off to the races then.
Nie teraz jeszcze wisi.
Sometime. Revelio.
Zameczek. O! Hogsmeade też mamy pierwszego poziomu. Ekstra. Wydawało mi się, że tu tylko drugi i trzeci poziom. Gdzie to lata? Na zewnątrz, prawda? No, słuchajcie, co? I tu otworzymy i nic by nie było. Nie, nie, jest skrzynia. ekstra. Zróbmy sobie już, jak mamy okazję pod drogą coś ogarnąć. To czemu by tego przy okazji zadania nie zrobić?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Tam jeszcze są. Ale dobra, idźmy do naszej koleżanki. Tu jest jeszcze jakaś skrzynia, leży dziwna. No okej. Kasiura, jej potrzebowaliśmy. Serio? Nie będziemy mogli tu użyć miotły? Wygląda, że nie. Zostaliśmy zapędzeni w miejsce bez wyjścia. Do wody bym nie chciał w tym mrozie skakiwać. Dobra, jest. Czemu ona tu tak stoi poza drogą? A, bo musimy na nią poczekać do świtu, zatem czekamy.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Lecimy czym prędzej z nimi porozmawiać. Tu już widzę karteczkę z przewodnika. Hogsmeade. 8. Czyli ilu jeszcze nam brakuje? 7, tak? Tu będzie coś, czuję, wyższy poziom zamka, dokładnie. My musimy chyba zrobić to zadanie. Dla woźnego, tak to było.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
W pobliżu. A tu jeszcze można wejść na górę.
Revelio.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. but the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give. And my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Pani Rebe. Okej, sprawa miała pozostać między nimi, ale
Thank you.
ona nam wszystko powiedziała. Skoro tu możemy wejść na górę, to ja chcę tu wejść.
Aloha, Mora.
Szybciutko poszło z rozbrojeniem tego zameczka. Duże dywany. Słuchajcie, tak naprawdę bym mógł tu ten posążek wziąć od razu. Może przeczekajmy do nocy, bo w nocy to będzie możliwe. Tak, myślę, że to może być dobry pomysł. Tylko czemu ja teraz nie mogę przeczekać do nocy? Może muszę wyjść stąd? Może tak jest. Spróbujmy to uczynić. Zobaczmy, jak to będzie wyglądało. Nie, nadal nie mogę zmienić pory dnia. Może muszę zmienić na tą misję. A, dobra. Musimy ukończyć to zadanie, żeby móc się cofnąć. Będę musiał pamiętać, że tutaj trzeba się udać. Dobra, ale za tym budynkiem tu gdzieś latały. To teraz pytanie, z której strony to było? Tu. Ekstra. 6. Tu mamy nieodkryty? Nie, no to jest odkryty punkt szybkiej podróży. Tu się udajmy. Do kolejnej osoby.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Ale intryga.
Now hurry off before
Revelio.
returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr.
O kurde, od zaplecza tu sobie weszliśmy, tak? A. Tu też zobaczcie, jest ta figurka, tylko ogarnijmy tą skrzynię może. Przypiszmy sobie tu nawet. Nie tak. Tylko chcemy tak. Dokładnie. Śpi, skrzynio, śpi. My tylko ciebie otworzymy, ale dziwne, na tego typa obok nie patrzy. Ręki za 500 monet.
Revelio.
O kurde, strona przewodnika. Fałszoskop. Czy to jakiś teleskop fałszujący? Chyba tak, coś w tym rodzaju przynajmniej, tak się wydaje. Dobra, wyjdźmy sobie tędy.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's
Kolejne drzwi. Ale już niestety drugi poziom zamków, dlatego te figurki warto zbierać.
Revelio.
Nawet trzeci. Hello, skrzynio. Ile kasiury tu można zebrać, naprawdę, to jest niesamowite.
Revelio.
Wiecie, na czym mi by zależało? Zdobyć wszystkie te
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
przewodnika części. A co tam by leżało takiego żółtego, ciekawego? Skrzynia, nie? Prawda? Tak na zewnątrz. 73 monety. Bardzo dobry wybór.
Revelio.
Nic.
Hello there.
Siema.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Dobra, lecimy do Nati. Tak jak mówię, szkoda, że nie możemy tej pory dnia. Zobaczcie, ile byśmy już mieli te 2 figurki zdobyte dla woźnego. Może niedługo by nam się udało odblokować drugi poziom otwierania zamków, a tak musimy na to poczekać niestety. Pięknie te drzewa tu zimą wyglądają.
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Jezu, mamy biegać w tą i w tą, teraz do świńskiego łba. A pamiętajmy, tutaj w Hogsmeade nie można używać miotły. Nie wiem, czemu twórcy tak to zrobili, że w niektórych lokalizacjach ta miotła jest zablokowana. Szkoda wielka, bo ja nie widzę tu problemu, żeby korzystać z niej.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Co tu w budynku najpewniej? Może nie.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Czy my w ogóle tu możemy jeszcze coś zebrać? Wydaje mi się, że nie. A co to by miało być? Kurde, tu jest znacznik ewidentnie. Ale okej, szukajmy jej.
Revelio.
Tu, zobaczcie, to było. Kryjówka. Popiełków nawet. Czyli jeszcze jakaś akcja czeka nas w tym odcinku.
There must be another way forward.
No dobra. Powiedzmy, że widzę, co tu trzeba ogarnąć. Tu ani widu, ani słychu.
A hidden door.
Okej.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Co oni tam gadają? Niemożliwe.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Ale przecież byśmy mogli ich zaatakować. Czy to nie byłby dobry pomysł? Ja zdecydowanie wolę w tej grze zawalczyć.
Revelio.
Spróbujemy tak.
Was extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good fight anymore?
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Opcjonalnie byśmy mogli jeszcze znaleźć ten liścik.
had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Tylko tego zwiadowcę. Można tak? Eliksir wigenowy.
Revelio.
On nic specjalnego, bym powiedział, nie pilnował.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
Tu jeszcze jest skrzynia. Jak ja ją ominąłem, drodzy mili? Ja jej nie otworzyłem, czy jak? Obrazy z plażami i nudystami.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Revelio.
Na końcu i tak postaramy się z nimi wszystkimi tutaj zawalczyć.
We may be working with the goblins for now, but soon they'll be answering.
Tu coś jest, jakieś przejście.
Never have too many sacks, my friend.
Hey,
Nawet bardziej tam. Ile tu szczurów.
Witches! You talk as if we do nothing but spend our days brewing love.
students these days, so full of themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, innit?
Ale sporo eksploracji tu. Może jednak spróbujmy sobie całość tu obejrzeć. Mój kochany Ottonie, ale na różowym papirusie to cały liścik.
Letter from Rosie.
Znajdź Nati.
Destroy this if I found it.
Czyli cel zadania mamy ogarnięty. Tak się zastanawiam, czy jakbym tu kogoś rozwalił,
I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around.
to robimy akcję.
Petrificus totalis.
You'll regret crossing my path.
W górę poszedł. Ekstra. W ogóle słuchajcie, byśmy mogli sobie zamiast mrożenia to ustawić. Co, ja nie mogę? Zawsze nie mogę tego zaklęcia, no szkolipa. Szkoda.
Glaciers. Bombarda. Flipendo. Glaciers. Flipendo. Might wanna look up. Bombarda. Glaciers. Expulsion. Flipendo.
Ale co, i tak będziemy walczyć tu bezsensownie? Bez sensu trochę ta walka.
Revelio.
Okej. Tu jest jeszcze jedna skrzynia schowana. Szkoda by było ją zostawić. Rękawice. Tu ogromna skrzynia. Tu może być jakiś ciekawy strój. Dokładnie. Niezidentyfikowany epicki przedmiot. Przedmiot odzienia nawet dodali.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Coś mi mówi, że tędy musimy przejść. Nie, tu tylko skrzynia.
Bombarda.
Dobra, czyli tu nic. A tym kanałem, gdzie byśmy dotarli, to chyba będzie przejście obok właściwie. Jakiś skrót taki, jak tu wędrujemy.
Hey,
We should speak to her again. Perhaps
Bombarda.
a friend of hers.
Determined to say nothing. Expulsion. Glisten. Expulsion. Bombarda. Protego.
Personal.
Flipendo. Bombarda.
what are you fools on?
Electricity.
Expulsion!
Didn't expect that.
Just warming up. Quite conductive, aren't we?
Bombarda. Glisten. Flipendo.
You're no match for me.
Powinienem więcej z tej obrony korzystać.
Just the beginning.
Nie zdążyłem.
Flipendo. Glisten.
Had enough. Expulsion!
Aj, też nie zdążyłem. To jakiś mocarny przeciwnik ogólnie. Nie tak miało być, miałem się uleczyć. Ajajaj, puścił tu błyskawicę, zaraz stąd nie wyjdziemy. Dobra, po nim on miał czary czarnej magii. Dobra,
Revelio.
coś czuję, że idziemy w dobrym kierunku, skoro tu mamy wiele przeciwników, strażników właściwie, którzy mogą pilnować naszej koleżanki. Ona ma być gdzieś tu, dobra. Mogliśmy też tutaj wejść od przodu sobie, ale tego nie zrobiłem w ten sposób. Przynajmniej przy drodze powrotnej nic nas nie zaskoczy.
Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do. Over here. I need your help.
Siema, Ray-Ben, czy jak ty?
Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Jest blisko.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Nie dość, że ukryty, to jeszcze z zamkiem. Ekstra, mamy to.
Mr. Rabe's wand.
Ale tu jakaś różdżka generalnie leży obok, więc...
Revelio.
Czy to tak? Ściągaj, panie, to zaklęcie z tych drzwi, krat.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Jak z takiej pukawki małej by strzelał? No idź, panie, mieliśmy się śpieszyć, a ty tu się ociągasz. Ja też tak potrafię strzelać, widzisz?
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure.
Fajnie tu mieliście.
We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful.
My wszystkich tu załatwiliśmy. Możemy wyjść spokojnie, panie Rape.
Fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Chyba, że tu będą jacyś nowi przeciwnicy, ale wątpię szczerze.
Revelio.
Tędy co weszliśmy, to wyjdziemy. Nic nie musieliśmy
Harlow once and for all.
generalnie szukać nowego wyjścia, nie? Bo skoro utorowaliśmy sobie drogę, pokonaliśmy wszystkich strażników, to było tu na tyle bezpiecznie.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Ekstra. Misja kończona. Podstawy szantażu. I w tym miejscu myślę pożegnamy się. Jeżeli Państwu ten odcinek się podobał, koniecznie zostawcie łapkę i suba. Cześć.